Family Matters, that classic American sitcom about the Winslow family and the stereotypical nerd character Steve Urkel.
Did I do that?
Even if you do remember it, were you asking for a new content about it? We're getting an animated Christmas special starring Steve Urkel. And it's not just any kind of Christmas special, it's a musical. Uh-oh! A musical starring Steve Urkel.
Santa's gonna be impressed when he sees what I've done. This city's full of nice points and I've just begun.
I paid YouTube $15 to watch this. Who asked for this? By the way, my name is Bradley Smith. Please subscribe. I like roasting bad movies. I also talk about adult animated content, non-adult animated content too sometimes. Drop a like if you're ready to save Santa, because it's time for Urkel Save Santa. And I do just mean Urkel is gonna do it because the Winslow family, like the other characters from Family Matters, are not present in said animated film. I was kind of hoping to see them. They teased that they were going to be in this because when this thing starts, we get a shot like in the TV show of the Winslow's home, but then it just slides next door, which is canonically where Steve Urkel lives, and the rest of the movie continues about Steve. Why did they tease us? Why'd they have to do that to me? We're introduced to animated Urkel and oh my god, what is he doing in his bed? Oh, okay, wait, no, he's just waiting for his alarm to go off. I thought he had built like a pleasure robot or something. I was worried. I didn't know why he was just vibrating and moaning in his bed. What did I come in on? No, Steve is vibratingly excited because it's December and he's apparently a winter hype beast. We see his calendar has a bunch of winter activities planned on it, like candy cane and Brown Day. Oh, no, it's Brownie Day. And Menorah, my favorite day. It's so great we celebrate it 4 times, in fact. Urkel loves December so much he, in fact, invented a Decemberizer. It's an invention that just makes his bedroom wintry, but he presents it like they did in Family Matters he would do to the Winslow family.
Steve Urkel Industries presents.
But no one's there, so he's just presenting it to his own invention of Urkelbot. Remember Urkelbot? Oh, you don't? Because this show ended 25 years ago? Well, that's Urkelbot, Steve's robot version of himself. Fun, right? Well, want to know what's not so fun? We're getting into the first song of the movie.
I love December.
I love December.
It's my favorite month of the year.
Can I get some tampons for my ears, please? Because they are bleeding.
From the 1st to the 31st, I celebrate all the good cheer.
And yes, the song is I Love December, not Christmas. Please, no, it's I Love December. Even though the movie is already called Urkel Saves Santa, and Santa is only involved in the holiday of Christmas, the movie makes it abundantly clear that we are being inclusive to all wintry holidays. Honestly, this movie walks a weird line of treating it like a gag, like they're trying to include everybody to be funny, but then they also never really lean into it hard enough for it to come off fully like a joke. It's perfectly exemplified here when Steve is singing a line about lighting the menorah.
I love celebrating Hanukkah. Sometimes I get to like the menorah.
Remember our favorite holiday? I love the 3rd time we celebrate menorah the best though. But yeah, when he sings this line, it sounds like he can hardly fit it in time.
Sometimes I get to like the menorah.
So yeah, that really stood out to me, but not as much as Steve Urkel's wonderful singing.
These holidays have meanings. They bring families together, despite their political leanings.
Or this reference to The Purge.
It's just like that documentary, The Purge. Everyone for themselves.
I mean, it's cool that this guy is voiced by C.H. Greenblatt, awesome. But isn't The Purge rated R? What a strange reference for a family Christmas movie. Wait, family December movie, I apologize. Remember, not Christmas, that's why they don't celebrate baby Jesus, but they celebrate the birthday of
the baby Jesus.
Sagittarius in the building.
This movie was made last year, and man, this joke could not have aged any more poorly. After that first song, Urkel is told to shut the hell up since he wakes his neighbors up every year for Christmas really early.
But I let you sleep in this year.
Sure. Compared to last year, when you woke us up at midnight.
It's not the Winslows. We then meet some kids playing basketball who Steve has helped by making some microwaved powered lights to melt the snow that would usually be on the court.
Microwave power? Wait. Is he going to stunt our growth or anything?
Not at all. My Urkel Industries patent-pending Climacrete is perfectly safe.
I'm almost certain that Urkel has given all of these kids cancer, and not just from his singing. He's also configured it though so this water tower rains on them when he scores a bucket because...
You're always saying how you want to make it rain buckets on the court, so there you go. I built a rain machine.
But then why does it cause the entire sky here to turn cloudy and gray? Like, I don't know if the animators understood what was going on in this scene because the entire world was now just affected by one water tower. Can Urkel control the weather? Is Urkel in the Illuminati? We then meet this bus driver lady who is not happy to see Steve because, you know, he's really happy on the holidays. In fact, so happy that she just knows him as...
It's the holiday boy.
I guess Steve doesn't take the bus if it's not December.
Thanks for riding the metro. You old weirdos.
She called them weirdos. This movie is pretty devoid of jokes, honestly, and the ones that are included, just like, yo old weirdos. They fall so flat that you could call them my butt. Just look at that thing. Got the Hank Hill glutes. And I was a little shocked that it wasn't funnier because it's supposedly written by Wyatt Cenac. He's a pretty funny stand-up comedian. I like his stuff, but it just didn't translate here. The bus driver tells Urkel that he's not allowed to sing, which I appreciated, but Urkel does not listen and sings anyway, which I did not appreciate. The song is Urkman getting everyone on the bus jazzed up for the winter holidays by singing about the mall in a song called Winter Wonderland with Escalators. And it was pretty good. Not Urkel's singing voice, of course, but I mean, halfway through the song, the rest of the bus just joins in as the chorus, and I kind of found myself bopping. 'Cause it's a winter wonderland with I'd say the musical composition of this movie is probably its strong suit. I legitimately found a few of these jams stuck in my head afterwards. However, this song is all in vain since the mall is hardly set up for winter festivities. The bus driver says,
This is why I don't like it when you sing. You get my hopes up.
first off, I don't like it when he sings because it's him singing, but what she said kind of implies that this has happened before. So Steve, if you know this happens, like why are you shocked the mall hasn't set up for Christmas? While there isn't a giant Christmas tree, there is a Santa's village at least, and here Steve meets a girl named Robin, who's working as Santa's elf. They make her like a very soft love interest sort of thing for Steve, but I mean, they also don't really go anywhere with it. He never kisses her or nothing.
Kind of corny.
Corn. Yum, 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 yum.
Dude, he rizzed her up with the fake eating corn bit. Classic. That's just gotta be one of the stupidest pickup lines like I've ever heard. Oh no, but it worked. It worked. She's like,
Okay. My name's Robin.
I'm Robin. She could not wait to tell him her name. She's like, I gotta make sure corny kid knows my name. He introduces himself as one of Santa's unofficial helpers, but then she's like,
Really? Then why am I the one wearing a name tag and dressed like an elf?
but then they don't even animate her wearing a name tag. You're not wearing a name tag, Robin. This has been bothering me so much. Like, how could they overlook this? She seems psychotic now. Steve is such a Santa dork, though, that he even appreciates a DSS.
Well, to be clear, department store Santa.
A DSS, come on. Urkel rattles off a monologue about department store Santas and then drops this line. By the way, if it looks like I have blood on my wrist throughout this review, it's because I dyed my wife's hair. Alibi for that murder? Check.
There's tall Santas, short Santas, Santas of every shape, size, and gender.
I'm all for progressive values and stuff, but like any gender of Santa, a female Santa, and then okay, fine, I'll move past that. But then he even says a skinny Santa. I can't have a skinny Santa. And he kind of contradicts this point later when he says a good DSS needs strong knees to support like even fat ass kid or something. So like a skinny Santa wouldn't really work. I guess Urkel's the genius, not me. And like a genius, he cannonballs into the lap of this mall Santa.
What's happening? The purge?
Dude, that's 2 references to The Purge already. We're not even at Act 1 yet. Just what an odd conversation you have to spark up for the families during the holidays, you know? You have to teach your kid that The Purge isn't real before they learn that Santa isn't real. Urkel tells the DSS that he wants some Serbian donkey cheese for Christmas.
Let me get this straight. You want cheese from a tiny horse for Christmas?
Yep.
That's more than I pay in rent.
Why is this guy acting like he has to actually like fulfill this kid's wish? You don't, dude. That's not part of your job, I don't think. Can you imagine if every mall Santa had to get a hold of the gifts that every kid wanted? Either they're just paid a lot or they're just in excruciating debt because of all the gifts they have to buy. Insert meta joke about reboot attempt.
I figured it might be nice to see if I could breathe new life into something old.
Oh, sure. Kind of like rebooting an old movie or TV show.
Familiar mattress. It's like Family Matters, but familiar mattress. Then Steve notices Dudley Von Durfel, award-winning name right there. The billionaire tech genius is going live on social media. This Von Durfel guy is apparently so rich that he has a yacht air balloon, and he's so cool that he talks like this.
Thumbs down emoji. I just want to get to know my peeps, VDI.
I hate it when writers write characters to talk like this. It always seems like the most forced thing, like very, how do you do, fellow kids? I mean, especially here. Like, this guy is supposed to be a crossover of Elon Musk and the other rich asshole, Richard Branson? No, Richard Branson. I get what they were going for, but a lot of his lines are just cringe to my core.
Who's a real LOS3R.
Auto-correcting. He means loser.
So Dudley Von Durfel does the very real thing that you can just totally do on any social media and just picks a random follower of his to video chat with. He basically treats Instagram like his personal Omegle. And of course, he picks Steve to chat with. But not Steve, he calls him @Steve Urkel. Because you know, this guy only calls people by their social media handles. You know, like a real human being would do.
You know I'm not using names anymore. The future communications is handles, okay?
Either way, I still love this hyper-contrived way we got for these two characters to interact. Like, you know, you have to get our protagonist and antagonist to interact somehow. Just great way to do it. Whatever, we got it talking. And Dudley tells Steve that he needs to stop inventing and start disrupting. And without any further explanation, Robin is like,
I've got to be honest, Steve. Disrupting things seems like it could upset people.
Like, I thought she was just praising this billionaire for having a yacht air balloon and stuff, but now she doesn't want Steve to listen to him? Throwing me mixed signals here. I want a yacht air balloon, okay? Dudley sings a very convincing song to win Steve over called Move Fast, Break Things. And the song is not just very convincing, but it's damn good.
Move fast, break things. Accepting everybody's world, it only happens when you move fast and break things.
Arturo Castro, man, you knock this one out of the park. Every time he goes, oh yeah, it was great. This guy for Dudley, honestly, is probably one of the best voiceover performances, given mostly cringe dialogue still.
And this baby is a very expensive, really fuel inefficient thank you gift for myself, yeah.
Thanks to this motivating call, though, Urkel is driven to disrupt the holidays, which he works on all night, and the next day goes back to the mall to set in action.
Let me see your phone.
Don't go through my photos.
Excuse me, what? Dude, does this mall Santa have like dick pics on his phone? What's going on? I don't want to know about Santa's spicy pics. That line just caught me off guard. What? Okay, back to Steve's disruption. He's made an engine-powered sleigh that is connected to this app he invented to allow any kid in the area to like order the mall Santa to come to them with the engine-powered sleigh. It's like DoorDash with Santa. And wackiness ensues. Like they just bust through the mall entrance, collapsing an entire wall. And afterwards, Robin is just cheering and Steve is unfazed. Why is Robin not more concerned, though? There was so much damage and she just doesn't care that she's on this speeding machine racing against traffic. I said the name tag thing before made her seem like a psychopath, but maybe she is one. And of course, even more wackiness ensues because Steve has messed up his programming, so every kid that has ordered Santa is going to get Santa right now. I'm just baffled so many people downloaded Steve's app just overnight. They're like, I'm ordering this Santa now. I don't know how they found it. It's got good advertising or something. It's got like one of those mobile app game ads, but basically they're going all over the place now. During all this, the mall Santa has a line where he goes,
What is uh-oh, Steve?
And that's straight up a line that the father character from Family Matters would have said. Like, that was like his quote. And that was when I realized that a lot of characters in this movie seem like they're surrogates for original characters from the sitcom. Mall Santa is the dad. Robin is Laura. The kid who plays basketball is supposed to be the brother Eddie. I think he played basketball in like the intro sequence, right? There's the old lady who's soft on Steve, which could either be the mom or the grandmother. There's too many similarities. And you know, I wouldn't have had this complaint if you had just put in the Winslow family. You could have just put the original family in. I thought family matters. Family doesn't even matter, man. Anyway, the sleigh ends up crashing back at the mall, and the mall Santa loses his pants, leading Steve Urkel to say his catchphrase line of,
Did I do that?
You did do that, Steve, and I thought that was destroying the mall, but everyone seems to be more gagged that Santa lost his pants.
I have no pants. I have no pants.
Dude, quit standing around and yelling at a child then and just go get some pants. Just no one cares that this mall is a skyline now. Oh, Mall Santa lost his pants. Hilarious. And then out of nowhere, Robin randomly explains to Steve why she's been working at Santa's village.
I wanted to surprise my dad this year and get him some ESL classes. He's from Ecuador and he always worries his English isn't good enough.
Good for you? Later that evening, Steve sees his blunder covered on Hawk News. It's a pretty humorous parody of Megyn Kelly, and was it just me or did the animation kind of go harder on this for some reason?
Urkelbot likes her show.
And we learn Urkelbot has been red-pilled.
Probably a good thing Urkelbot can't talk.
Or vote.
And I've met my new sleep paralysis demon. Steve's new plan to disrupt the holidays is this watch he made called the Nice Ticker, which tells him different ways to improve the holidays and gives him points when he does, I think. It's very vague, because at first I thought it was instructing him to not do things because he was such a klutz. He even resigns from helping out with the basketball kid and the bus driver. But then he goes to see Robin, and he's made an ESL helmet for her dad.
The ES helmet.
Which this thing can translate languages. Now he explains the Nice Ticker as,
it's keeping score of everything I do to hack this holiday season.
This kicks off a song that I think is called Point, which shows Steve doing things all over the city to make it more ready for Santa. What happened to not doing anything? He just forgot that motivation. He went from this thing will tell me what to do so I don't mess up the holidays to it's keeping track of my points so I can help the holidays. Was like a scene cut out where he changed motivations. We went from him on the bus not singing to having an ES helmet. Oh, call me a show about being trapped on an island because I'm lost. Whatever, we're singing about points now. While I still hate Steve's singing voice, the chorus of the song slaps your mama. Point, 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 point. So yeah, Steve is obsessed with getting points that he made up to make things more winnery. After another screw up at the mall, Steve decides to get Dudley Von Derfel's help. He does this by just going to see him. We don't see how Steve did this, but he's on his yacht air balloon. It's a good thing Dudley didn't have like armed guards or anything, unless Steve neutralized them. Kill some guards and then drop a,
did I do that?
Dudley convinces Steve that his points thing is a good idea. He just should turn it into an app game so that others can also play. Urkel likes this and ends up letting Von Derfel hijack the whole thing. After a stop-motion dream where Steve is chased as cheese and then stops racism, I'm not kidding.
If you don't like it, you can get out. Oh, Jama bless us, everyone.
Steve wakes up to discover that the Von Derfel app has blown up. All of his neighbors are using it to keep track of their points as they do things for other people. I'm not sure how this app is keeping track of that though. People will literally just do anything and then their phone will ding as if it's giving them points. Like sometimes they'll just say something and the app will ding.
Happy holidays, Steve.
Happy holidays, Steve.
I said it first.
I know we've joked that our phones are listening to us, but this is legitimate proof. Our phones are listening to us. The neighborhood kids don't even want to play basketball anymore. They just keep gifting the basketball back and forth to earn Von Derfel points. And I really detest the entire like point system thing that they're doing here because just like unscented candles, it makes no sense. Yeah, I know what I said.
Oh, look at that. I accidentally scored on myself. That's 2 points for you, Horace, and 10 points for me for being so charitable this holiday season.
This kid said that he just got 10 points by being charitable because he scored a basketball on himself. Couldn't anything fall into that category at that point? The other people in the neighborhood here are like making meals and trying to decorate cars and stuff. I would just be walking around gifting grains of salt at a time and saying, I'm being charitable, I'm gifting my grains of salt. 10 points for each grain I give. Okay, so literally everyone is participating in this app now. The bus driver, all the mall shoppers, this friggin' car salesman just gives away a car. Like, how many points did he get for that? How many points? The car was worth $75,000. Did he just get 75,000 points? Or did he just get 10 points for one act of being charitable? Like, I want to know. This is infuriating me. Sorry, I don't like it when you guys see me like this. Sorry. Take a sip from your Hello Kitty cup.
Oh, ho, ho. Whatever you want, little girl. Santa's got you covered. You want world peace? Santa will figure it out. Oh, Steve! You want to rip my pants off again?
Dude, do not be offering for your pants to come off. There are kids here, okay? It's gonna be 2 times in 1 week. That is not a holly jolly good time for you, okay? You're going to jail, you getting arrested. Gonna have to tell the judge you flashed a bunch of kids for Von Derfel points. And then I guess the judge will just let you off though for Von Derfel points. You know, he'll being charitable and all. I bet you're wondering why everyone wants these Von Derfel points anyway. Well, Robin exposits that for us.
This game is offering daily cash prizes and $1 million to the person who gets the highest score of the month.
That's right, blonde Elon Musk is giving away $1 million a month. And that's at minimum since that doesn't include the other cash prizes, supposedly. Robin then says,
It only costs a few bucks to play, and if I win, I could get paid.
how is this profitable? I guess we're to believe everyone in the world is playing. And now that Robin downloaded the game, she turns into a points zombie too. But she got like this crazy look in her eyes right when she clicked the download button, you know? How did you even know what to do to get points yet? Was there no sign-up process? Now everyone in the mall is going after Steve like a zombie horde in order to get points. But why are they going after him? They all want points and they need points. So why are they going after like the one person running away from them? Is he worth more points because he's not playing? Urkel flees using the engine-powered reindeer that I thought he had crashed before or something. Who fixed the reindeer? It's only been a day and we saw Steve go home after he talked to Von Derfel to go to sleep. So he didn't fix him. Did the mall pay to fix the engine-powered reindeer that Steve invented? My frontal lobe pains. Steve sings another song, which a benevolent God wouldn't let happen. He's whining about being a holiday curse, which I can't argue with. But when you do take Steve out of this song, again, it slaps. It's not a lot of it, it's like a slow ballad thing, but there's a moment when this reindeer Steve's imagining will sing back to him, and it's honestly cute and pretty cool.
He's not a holiday gift, he's a Christmas curse.
Incoming new reaction gif.
Maybe I'm a troll.
At the end of that song, the reindeer runs out of fuel and Steve plummets into the snowy earth below, never to be seen again. Roll credits.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read it.
Nah, I wish. But seriously, what was Steve's plan here? Kinda seemed like Steve got really sad, hopped on his rocket ship, and then just flew it into the sky until it ran out of fuel. You need to talk to someone, buddy? Family matters and mental health also matters, Steve. Right after he crashes, though, Steve's approached by Santa. The movie is called Urkel Saves Santa. They should probably get together at some point. Also, we're to believe that Steve flew from America to the North Pole in the span of that one terrible song. Okay. And I love how casually Santa introduces himself to Steve.
It's kind of my thing, being Santa and all.
How is this dude a mysterious figure? He's just like, hey, it's me, Santa. It's my thing. And yeah, if Santa looks weird, it's because he's a Yeti, by the way. They have a song about that called Santa Claus is a Yeti.
Santa Claus is a Yeti. What's the problem that you see?
It's mostly performed by Santa, and he's obviously a professional like Von Derfel, so it's a refreshing change, until Steve chimes in again. The song itself was kind of interesting because it was bringing up challenging expectations of what people think Santa should be, which, you know, is paralleling the current social issue of the idea of having like a black Santa. Those Hawk News people. I like that they not only made Santa black, they made him a Yeti, and they made him gay. And they made him gay. His nails are painted pink. Just listen to this line.
A few lucky children have gazed upon this beautiful visage.
He's gay. He's fabulous. But I never thought about gay Santa before. Dude, it all makes sense now. Gay Santa. Why we sing carols, when we bake nice treats for him, decorate all cute, you know? Santa is so gay. Dude, new headcanon for sure. After Santa Claus is a Yeti, Steve explains what happened to bring him there with the points. And then Santa goes into another song about how he's not keeping score.
I'm not keeping score. That's not what Christmas is for.
You know the screenwriter really creamed their jorts when they wrote that line. Points? Score? Oh, I'm such a good writer! And it was less than 2 minutes that we went into another song. Just a bit of pacing whiplash there. Although the transition into it was pretty funny.
Take a seat with me at this piano moment.
And the song is fine. It's a slow ballad, and I'm not a huge fan of those. But it's devoid of Urkel, so you know what, I'll take it. Thematically, the message is nice. Like, you know, don't be good only because you want things from Santa. But if Santa isn't keeping score, then why does it matter how you act? Like, is he just giving things to everybody then? He'll be gifting like a new bone saw to the serial killer if you're not keeping score, right? After that song, we get confirmation that the mall Santas all report back to Santa for what the kids want.
Don't all the department store Santas report back to you?
Sure, but just to tell me what things kids want this year.
And I just noticed this, but why do all the elves look like low-key cosplayers? Santa offers to give Steve a ride to stop Von Durfel. And whoa, another thing I just noticed, Steve isn't saving Santa. Santa saved Steve. Like, Steve crashed and Santa went and saved him. This movie is called Steve Saves Santa. We're getting clickbaited here, folks. They land on Von Durfel's yacht air balloon and Steve tries to convince him to shut down the app, but Von Durfel doesn't want to. In fact, he decides that he's gonna be the new Santa.
Say hey with 5 Ys to your new Santa.
Oh no, that's cultural appropriation, honey.
That's a line someone wrote. Steve Urkel wages a battle against Von Durfel. A battle of the brains in chess.
It's how real G's settle their differences when the G stands for genius.
Such a good writer! They play a game of chess like it's Yu-Gi-Oh! With each piece being lost, dealing a blow to the competitor. And just like in anime battles, Steve gets knocked over. But then he remembers friendship, and he gets up to put Von Durfel in checkmate.
Check and mate.
And during this whole chess match, I thought there was going to be a verbal argument also happening. You know, since they're geniuses, maybe you could have them battle it out verbally talking about the theme. But no, Von D just kind of says one time.
People are selfish at Steve Urkel. They only want to be nice to get something.
And Steve's like,
You are wrong.
that's it. That's all. Boom. Got him. You're wrong. Back down.
Check and mate.
Nice debate, baby geniuses. Steve accidentally steps on a chess piece that goes flying and smacks into one of Santa's reindeer, and then causes the entire yacht air balloon to crash. Never to be seen again. Roll credits.
It's a rare condition.
Again, no, I wish. We are almost done though. And this thing does cause a lot of damage to the city below. I was kind of shocked. Like, oh my god, this actually looks tragic. This thing is barreling through the streets. Like, at least one person has to have died from this, right?
I'm sorry I broke your ship. You know, I can work it off to pay you back.
Steve, buildings have collapsed. Scrape the baby stroller off the side of the yacht air balloon before you offer to pay it off. But Von Durf claims that he's made so much money from the app he doesn't need any of Steve's help, and Steve is a big dum-dum for not asking for any of the money. But then Steve goes into another anime speech about not doing nice things for money, but just to make others happy. I'm over here like, you do need money though, Steve, right? Build engine-powered reindeer. Where did you get the engines for those reindeer? Did you steal them or did you buy them with money? Apparently the yacht air balloon knocked down a power line that shuts down the app from working. Sure, okay, we'll go with that one. But the Yeti's magic allows Steve's speech to be broadcasted to everybody, and it convinces every single person to stop using the app. Really, no one cares to win $1 million anymore. And now hardly anyone's playing. Now your chances are even better. Whatever, no more point zombies, I guess. Even Robin.
You're still corny.
Nom nom nom.
Oh my god, do not call back to that line, no! I need to see like a TikTok pickup artist use this. I need to see corny nom nom nom. She's about to go nom 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 on Urkel's Von Durfel. That's what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Oh, I've lost my absolute mind. Wrapping up the movie, they reprise the I Love December song from the beginning with all the characters. And in it, we learn Von Durf has been voted out of his company by the stockholders. And then Robin did give her dad Steve's ES helmet. Wait, I thought she didn't want to give her dad Steve's invention because she wanted to buy her own gift, though. And is it Christmas yet? Why'd she give him the gift already? It's not Christmas. I mean, I know it's not Christmas because the last clip here is Urkel waking up to find Santa with his Serbian donkey cheese. And in the end, I like how Santa is waiting for Steve to wake up and come out there too. I want to imagine that Santa has a nice tarp laid out there in the living room. He's like, Steve, the Serbian donkey cheese is going to be your last meal. Time to go silent night night. And then he shoots Steve in the back of the head. I don't What am I even saying anymore? This film has devolved into me talking about Steve Urkel snuff fanfiction. So it's probably good this thing's over. As Urkel saves Santa, even though Urkel did not save Santa, gay Santa saved Urkel. Family doesn't matter is what this thing should have been called. Family does not matter. My new name for it. What does matter is you hitting that subscribe button for me, keeping track of all my videos or whatever. I don't know, just hit it for me, please. I need the help. Drop me a like. Leave me a nice comment on whatever you like. Corny. Drop me corny nom nom nom. Now I'm ending this the only way I know how. We're singing the Family Matters theme song. It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even hard to find.
Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls.
I missed that song. Peace.